EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. And tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Bring it home, boys. Get out of here with a W offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught by Mayer. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Steelers at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But Michael Mayer, his intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And he goes down right there. Joey Bosa in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Goff. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. That's complete to Robinson. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Steeler defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Now Goff. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Touchdown, Chargers! Bijan Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Goff now looks to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Chargers. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out of the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After the interception, here's Goff. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. with Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Bijan Robinson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's able to take this one back to the... yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a play fake, and it's gone. This is caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 28 yards. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they've just looked completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now gone. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And take it right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. This too shall pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Runs over it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
To throw is Duggan. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 32.
Complete to Josh Jacobs. Brings up 3rd down.
Duggan looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Duggan. Forced out to his left. Throw caught by Mayer. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Here's Jacobs. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Duggan now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a little floater there is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Duggan to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Steelers 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the red zone now, Goff. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Bijan Robinson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Duggan will look to throw this. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Duggan. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the 50, it's gone. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 94 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this one is right through. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, That's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And quickly, they get to the line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To throw on second down. Dugan. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dugan. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
There you go.
Operating from the gun. Dugan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Yard pickup. Brings up 4th down and 1.
On 4th down, Dugan. That is caught. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Dugan. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Michael Mayer from 30 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward. for a pickup of 3 yards.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 115 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
First down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Chargers.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
Can't move the ball in our defense.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Robinson up the middle. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A give left side to Robinson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. Now this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
Jacobs going to try the middle. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Dugan. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now they'll change things up.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Dugan. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Same target. It's Jacobs again. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go with the keeper. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
A loss of 4 yards. Brings up 4th and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th and goal here as they search for a late score. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 144 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now, and they want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now this aired out deep for Reed. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance